Hi, it's Joy, and today I'm going to be watching The Clone Wars Season 1, Episode 4, Destroy Malevolence, which I'm guessing means this is the conclusion of the Malevolence arc and that the plan will be to try and finish off the ship, to destroy it so that they can't just fix up the weapon and use it again, and hopefully the fact that they had it for such a short time will stop them from trying to rebuild some kind of a weapon. I have no idea what's going to happen with that because, you know, their ship was fleeing, they were being chased. I'm excited, I'm stressed. You can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon, and you can get those 2 weeks in advance, and you can get the edited version 1 week in advance on Patreon as well, and I'm excited, let's go. I don't think the episode's going to be as easy as they just follow it and destroy it for 20 minutes.
Forward engines are shutting down.
I mean, clearly not impossible if it's happening. General Grievous, honestly. Uh-oh. No! I hate how everyone trusts that man. Padme!
Something just came out of hyperspace.
Enemy reinforcements?
No, it's
Your wife.
Naboo ship.
To Senator Amidala.
Padme? What are you doing out here?
I'm afraid it's much worse than that.
Uh-huh. Much worse.
Padme, what's happening?
I knew this was not going to go smoothly. There are trains on board, I love it. I mean, there's plenty of room for failure.
Where do you think you're going? Somebody has to save her skin. I thought you might say that.
Like the cat.
Engines are set to destroy themselves. Hey, that's just rude.
Yeah, episode's being exploded. Good job, she almost took out General Grievous herself.
What you're doing with that thing?
I love them so much. I mean, they're not exactly stowaways. They're hostages you brought on board. Did you think she was going to sit there and be like, oh alas, I have been captured?
Brilliant. Let's get going.
Yeah. It's fairly standard for you guys.
The hyperdrive was not as bad as we've heard thought.
Uh-oh.
Should be able to get underway.
They're too busy repairing the ship. They don't have time to notice us.
Anakin, stop being cocky.
Been one of your strong points, Anakin. Everything.
What was that? What? That noise? You hear it? It sounded like a ship docking at one of the emergency airlocks. You're
Do not want to be spotted.
I knew it. It's them. No.
Poor droids.
We are too.
Well, we don't know. We didn't catch it in time.
I love them.
Look, Jedi, fire! Oh, wait. I knew that was a bad idea.
You're smart, droid. C-3PO! You're on the same level. There's no time to smile at each other. And nice for a tunnel to give them some privacy.
Oh, the things you do together.
Ah!
Blast. That's not good.
No!
Anakin, I'll make certain that the hyperdrive stays off.
Oh, they're listening this time.
Stop this contraption!
R2 will. Oh! At least he got off.
Suppose I did ask for that.
He's got a good evil villain, though. I'll give him that.
Anything is possible. You haven't exactly impressed me today.
See, they're doing his work for him. I mean, these ones just saw that happen on the other side. Come on, dudes.
That was impressive.
I really think the battle droids would like to just live happy lives with no fighting.
Don't shoot. I surrender.
R2?
Oh,
Yay!
Anakin sent you to find me. Well, what kept you then?
Give him more time.
I'm not sure we can.
Oh dear. Oh dear. It's got a plan.
This way looks potentially dangerous. I know the whole place is. I suggest we stay here and let Master Anakin find us.
3PO, what are you doing? Don't just stand there. Let's get back to the ship.
It was a good plan. Surely you can, the fleet can see them coming back. Oh no.
Time for some clever tricks, Anakin. That's what I was thinking.
Where's the ship? Like, what did he program?
Nice shot, Senator.
Beginner's luck.
Hyperdrive is engaging.
Where is it? Into like the course of the sun, or
I think we have a problem.
all broken still?
General, their computer is heading us right into the moon.
Reset the map computer.
Quick, hurry.
Oh god. I'm sorry, droids. You were too innocent for this life.
Await the Malevolence. General.
It's not going well. He's escaping by himself. Excellent.
I imagine you had something to do with that. All part of the plan, Master.
Okay, I was not expecting to see Padme in that episode. That was definitely a surprise at the beginning, but it makes sense because obviously Palpatine, Sidious, is that his name? I'm losing my mind. Want to keep the ship alive. They want to save the Malevolence, and sending her into danger will make Anakin do reckless things. It will delay them. It probably didn't overly matter which senator, but it being her would make Anakin like go crazy potentially if she died. Especially if the Jedi would be the ones to do it. But I enjoyed the kind of rescue mission side of it. It was because at the beginning I was like, well, the ship's just fleeing. And, you know, if they just fail to destroy it, that's going to be kind of annoying. But I like that as a mechanism to extend the timeline of the fleeing ship and them shooting it down. Where, you know, I like as well that Padme wasn't just damsel in distress, just, alas, I've been captured, oh dear. That, you know, she was fighting back. She blew up the ship. She almost destroyed Grievous. If that had been enough to destroy him, he'd be dead. She got C-3PO around. They managed to get a message. You know, she was very capable this episode, and that's what I enjoy about this. That, you know, the non-military characters don't just sit there and cry when things go wrong. Like, actually, admittedly, I probably would, but I enjoyed that a lot. I'm still, you know, I don't love Padme and Anakin's relationship because of how it ends, and the age difference is kind of weird at the beginning. Not so much when they were older, but the fact that she knew him as a child. But I like kind of seeing the moments together because they would have had fleeting moments. We know from the movies that, yeah, they don't get to spend most of that time together, but they have fleeting moments, they have a chance. I mean, they can manage to conceive a child or two. But I liked kind of seeing them together, and Anakin, he still will not ever contemplate losing her. That is not something he will allow, which has disastrous repercussions, as we know. So seeing that was great. R2 and C-3PO being together was great. And I think it's funny because all we've ever seen is General Grievous fail. Like, every episode is like, you will not fail. And he's like, I failed. And he even acknowledged that by cutting off the message like a naughty boy who didn't want to tell his daddy that he'd messed up. That ship is gone now, which I love. Anakin's plan was very clever to, you know, make it so that they would be destroyed when they activated the hyperdrive rather than because sabotaging it had failed. I think this episode was definitely a sign that crazy plans, any plan, but especially the crazy plans Anakin comes up with, he is able to pull off. But as we saw in the last episode, that expecting other people to be able to do the same as him isn't always going to go the right way. I enjoyed the Force being used to like throw people around. Just in general, there were some good fight sequences. The trains inside the ship I still love. And I'm glad that we managed to destroy the Malevolence. I mean, it still managed to destroy a lot of ships. It was still a devastating chapter of the war, the existence of that ship, but I'm glad that, you know, it's gone now. It's not going to keep going and it's not going to keep destroying, which is good. Again, this episode furthered Anakin's kind of recklessness when it comes to Padme. It furthered the secrecy of their relationship with the fact that it was under everyone's noses. And it just furthered kind of the characters, all of them, like Padme being amazing. Just, she's not just a senator or an ex-queen, you know, she's able to fight. She's not able to fight in the same way as Anakin. She's not as skilled as any of the soldiers, but she holds her own, and I like that. And Ahsoka kind of took a back seat a little bit this episode, but we saw kind of her belief in Anakin, and that just breaks my heart because it's just watching the Titanic knowing it's about to hit the iceberg. Like I couldn't enjoy any of the Titanic when I watched it because the whole beginning I was like, everyone's gonna die. Well, not everyone, but you know, Leo's gonna die. Anyway, this was a good episode. A reminder, you can watch the unedited version on my Patreon 2 weeks in advance as well, and you can watch the edited version as well 1 week in advance. And I've enjoyed this 3-episode arc of the Malevolence. I wonder if we're gonna have some standalones or if it's gonna be a series of arcs, but I'm enjoying this show, so yeah, thank you so much for watching.